Can you hear me? Can you hear me? How about now? Test, 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 test. Yes, yes, you can hear me. Wow, weird. You know what I did to get the audio to work? So when I noticed you guys saying there was no audio, I tried turning the phone off and on, and that did not work. And then what I did was I unplugged the charging wire from the cell phone and plugged it back in, and look, now the audio works. That's crazy. So you guys didn't get to hear me ranting at the beginning. I was talking about how we literally could have gone live earlier. Let's see. Did Mr. fall down? Mr. trying Pokemon Silent Mukbang. Yeah, that is weird. So I was talking about how I could have started at like 4:30. However, I was like I was stuck trying to talk to the freaking eBay help chat support guy. It was so useless, man. I gotta give eBay like an F on the usefulness of their support team. It was so bad. I have like this issue with eBay right now. All my payments are on hold, meaning if I sell something, I don't actually get paid out. And the problem is they want me to like update my tax information or something like that. And it's all really confusing. But anyways, I give them like my 2024 tax returns and they still reject it. And I'm like, oh, that's no good. So they rejected my tax return information as like verification or something like that. So now I'm like trying to figure out what in the world could be wrong. And I'm just wasting tons of time on it over a couple days now. And now I'm actually trying to call eBay, and it's so impossible to get a call with eBay now. It used to be really easy. Now it's like really hard to get a call with eBay. First, they want you to talk to their automated bot. And so now I'm learning you just have to get past the bot. There's no point. The bot can't help me. It doesn't understand my problem. Then I got to talk to this. It doesn't let you call anyone at that point. Then you have to talk to this stupid guy, and he's just as bad as the bot. He doesn't know anything either. You got to talk to this stupid guy in the chat room and basically like beg him to let you talk to somebody. Then he gives you instructions on, he gives you like a list of links to click on to try and get a call back from eBay. And it doesn't work. In my case, it just sent me back to the automated bot. And I'm trying to tell him that. He's like, I wasted so much time on this now. It's so freaking frustrating. And yet the eBay account is so integral to selling cards. You know, like it's actually important. And yeah, it was mega, mega frustrating. I hated it. So yeah, I just can't believe their system's so stupid. I can't believe it's so poorly set up. But my problem is not as simple as just sort of like buying and selling. My problem's actually about like tax account verification, and he just didn't know, and the chatbot didn't know, and they won't let me talk to anybody because I want to ask them like where exactly did the verification fail so I can get them the proper documentation. They give me like this whole list of documents I can send in. I don't even recognize half the documents. I'm like, what the hell is a IRS C4812? I'm like, what the hell is this? So yeah, God, man, paperwork is the worst. Nobody likes to do paperwork, and I got some paperwork to do. Anyways, that's why we're starting at 5:13 instead of 4:30 today. I was planning on starting at 4:30. Let me pop my drink open. Welcome, guys. How's it going? I hope you guys are having a fantastic Monday. Give me 24 seconds with that box. Screw eBay. Oh my God. The reason it's so frustrating is because I know they removed real human beings from the equation to save money. So I know the reason I'm getting such poor quality help is literally just so that they can save a couple dollars. So they don't have to hire another Indian call center to take calls for eBay. That's literally it. They're like, we're going to use AI automated bots. Yeah, all right. Whatever you want, eBay. It's so frustrating. It really is. I sent in the CASHAPP in total 12 Topps Chrome MetaZoo packs. Nice. Okay. They'd be like, do not redeem. No, I prefer the do not redeem guy. At least he would talk to me. You used to be able to talk to the do not redeem guy. Now you can't even talk to him. You got to talk to some stupid chatbox guy. And he talks slow as hell. That's the craziest part. So like when you're on a phone with a real person, they have to like talk to you. When you talk to a guy who's chatting to you on eBay, he can respond like a minute later. Like he type for like maybe he's using Google Translate. I don't know, because you assume it's not an American doing the job. They almost certainly outsourced it because that's how you make money. You outsource jobs to like cheaper countries. So I don't know why he was so slow, but I just couldn't talk to him. And it's somehow worse than talking to someone with a thick Indian accent in a call center. I'd rather talk to that guy. At least he can figure it out. So yeah, I just need to know what they want from me, and I can send them that document if I can figure out what it is. But so that failed. I ended up canceling that conversation. I said, look, we didn't figure it out. And then I gotta go live. So that was like 35 minutes wasted doing nothing with freaking eBay. And they're gonna lock my account up. They're gonna say, yeah, you can't sell anything, you can't accept payments. They're gonna do that soon until this stupid paperwork's figured out. It's so frustrating. I wish I could hire somebody just to do this kind of paperwork for me, so I never had to do it again. Because it's the most. And then I was earlier before 4:30. I was helping my the accounting firm that does my taxes and accounting. They always get locked out of my financial accounts, so they're always like sending me all these code requests. I was like, dang, dude, you guys are locked out of here all the time. Let me have a sip. All right. Man, I tell you what we do here when we're live, this is actually fun. All the back end stuff that has to occur to make this all work, it's horrible. Horrible, I'm telling you guys. All the actual business side parts of what we do are like, it's like the opposite of anything I would ever want to do with my life. Here we are. All the paperwork, all the taxes, all the, oh, you need to order this, you need to order that, all the bills. Even just negotiating with suppliers or dealing with supplier problems, which I've had a problem supplier for like 2 years now. I'm just trying to get my money back from him. And all this stuff is just nuts, man. All right, check this out. Ho-ho. So this is called Nikke BT01. Let me go find a price for it, I suppose. I actually don't know what to price this at. I don't know how many people are selling this, but we're selling it. Ooh, I like this song. I'm going to turn this one on. Nikke BT01. Let's see. Talk about a mood killer, man. It is a mood killer. So it looks like this set might have previously been in Korean, but I have it in Japanese, which is what's going on right now. Yes, that appears to be exactly what's going on. Actually, I almost wonder if I have it in English. No. I've got it in Japanese. I got it in Japanese. All right, good. Now, let me find out what I paid for it so I can understand what I can charge for it. I also need to know how many packs are in the box. Then we get a price up on this. I don't know where to post it because it's printed by Shift Up. It's not printed by Weiss Schwarz. So it's probably going to be listed under other card games. It's going to be listed under other. Excuse me. All right, here it is. Does it say how many boxes? Okay, it does say how many boxes. That's great. Oh, so he charged me quite a lot for this. So based off of the eBay pricing. All right, let me see. Oops. Okay. And so now let's go ahead and pick that price. And how many packs in here? 24 packs, I assume. Hey, mister, wondering on my PSA grades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. It is 24 packs. So now I need to get a per pack price. Oops. It looks like we're going to do $3. Well, let me see. Yeah, it's going to have to be $3.50. Don't forget, I pay an import fee on this when I bought it. So $3.50 per pack. I told the guy who I bought it from that I felt that the price was too high. We're going to call this, what should it be called, actually? Nivel Arena? I think it should be called, like, BT01 Japanese Nikke. 3.5. And then, let me take this. And we're going to have the box price be 80 bucks, okay? Really not a lot of profit to make in that. You'd be surprised. All right, there we go. So I'm not getting rich selling these, but they are for fun, and I know you guys like the Nikke stuff. All right, so you're asking about something I posted about in Discord. So I'm trying to help people out who placed grading with us through PSA. I don't know how to handle this in the future. Like, I don't know if every time we submit something to eBay, every time we submit something to PSA, I don't know if I want to handle like making offers through PSA and all that. I mean, I probably should figure that out, right? But it's complex because there's like almost an accounting thing that has to occur. So like if I sell your cards for you through PSA, my accounting team's going to see that as a sale. But that also means what I would have to do is do the accounting as if I owned your slab and then show the slab leaving as well. So I don't know exactly how that will work if I did that at scale. That could be a lot of paperwork. It could be really complex compared to just shipping you your card when it returns. But and then you can always send your card off to PSA Vault at that point and do the same thing. So I haven't decided if when a PSA grades come in, if we want to have me do the offer for you, which is honestly it's more convenient, and you could even argue it saves a little bit of money on the shipping. So it's technically a little bit cheaper to have me do it. It's faster and cheaper. But your Dragapult graded 9 and your Obsidian Flames Charizard graded 9. It says that for the Dragapult, you're being offered $78. And for the Obsidian Flames Charizard, you're being offered $27. So those are the offers. Oh, you have one more. You got Lucario Gold. Okay, hold on. Let me look at it. Lucario. Oh, you did good on the Lucario Gold. Japanese Lucario Gold got a 10. And there's an offer for that one, too. So the offer for that one is $544. I could just show you, actually. We can lift the phone up these days because we don't have a Ethernet plug anymore. So just make sure there's nothing on screen that's private or sensitive. So here you go. So those are your grades, and those are the offers. So 78, 27, 544. All right, so there you have it. And yeah, so PSA's been doing this thing where they buy your card for like 90% of the last sold. It's certainly an interesting idea. But again, like if I started accepting these payments for you guys, I don't know how that works with the tax accounting. Like it gets really tricky. Like I don't think it matters if I do it for a couple $1,000s a year, but if I do it for like $10,000 or $20,000, like if I do it systemically or systematically, I know my tax accountant is going to want to start to see every single transaction that went through that way. So all of a sudden, I'm going to have to start reporting to them that I received a Dragapult into inventory, then sold a Dragapult out of inventory, and then received a payment for that Dragapult, and then sent that payment to you. So it's like I don't care if we don't report that for like maybe a couple thousand, but if it gets up to like $10,000, then I really do start to care. Because it could mean that I take on a tax burden or an accounting of the inventory in a way that's not favorable to me in the tax system. We are. I can send on my end when it comes in. Thank you. Robots are taking over society. Mister, can you show what grades I received? Yes, sir. Let me take a second here. What were your... Let me see. Yours, you have Raul Rosas signature. Togepi Hidden Legends ×2. Jigglypuff Jungle... Plusle and Minum, Shining Legends, Genesect and Volcanion, The Capture of Lugia, Camerupt, Wigglytuff, Reverse Hollow Crystal Guardians, One Piece Luffy, Special Rare, Cardos, Charizard, Pocket Monsters, I know that one got 7. Dark Machamp, non-hollow, Eevee, non-hollow, Charmander, Rocket, Dark Charizard, non-hollow, Jigglypuff, non-hollow, Persian Jungle, Japanese, Topps Halo back in Pallet Town, maybe? And Topps trying out the new toy. Mr. by Super Chat. Mr. Russ, member for 35 months. Oy vey, mister. Hope all is well. Silence, Jew. All right. Let's see. He doesn't have those A10 eyes. You're not allowed in Agartha. Yakub is calling me home. I must go. So let's jump over here to, God, such a stupid meme. Let's jump over here. So the Raul Rosas is a 9. Here, I can actually just scroll through everything if it makes it easier. But I don't want to do this for like 20 minutes for the whole stream. But here it is. So your signature gets a 9. Look at that. Some nice 10s here. Some nice 10s here. There's Plusol, Jigglypuff, Minum's to 10. Genesec's a 10. Volcania's a 10. Unfortunately, Capture Lugia is a 9. I probably told you to try for that one anyways because it's vintage. Same here. Camera Up gets a 9. Big disappointment. Wigglytuff gets a 9. Big disappointment. Here is a Luffy Tarao. Here's the Charizard with the 7. Machamp gets a 10. Sandstorm gets a 10. Charmander, unfortunately, gets a 9. Dark Charizard, unfortunately, gets a 9. That's just so rough. Because, you know, I must have examined these first. So, but even when I examine cards, they can still end up being 9 or worse. So here's Hidden Legends Jigglypuff with the 10. Persian with the 10. See, we did pretty good picking out your 9s and 10s for you. And then back in Pallet Town is an 8. And Pokemon the Movie, trying out the new toy, got a 9. What a disappointment. So you'll see some of them, not all of them, got offers. Like for some reason, they don't want your Volcanion. Look, that didn't get an offer. And so what kind of data do they hold and how do they use it? Like, can they predict that the Volcanion perhaps is a bad card? Like, do they not want it because they're scared to hold it in inventory? Makes you wonder why they would offer on some but not all. There's no offer on your Future Stars autograph Raul Rosas either. So all this is very interesting. I think it would make more sense for me to send these cards home to you guys to sell. But look, even on this Raul, you can have me click this button, sell on eBay, and then you would be able to just list it in auction on eBay instantly. So you could really liquidate from this account. You could liquidate all your cards, Mr. LaFlame. Here we are. Again, it just worries me that I'm going to overpay on taxes and there will be a misunderstanding of the accounting on the inventory as well. So I don't know exactly how they all work, but I can tell you the government will see that I got paid all this money. But then again, it would also see that money came out of my account this day and went to you, right? So it's a complicated thing because I don't know, because they might think that that money coming out of my account is me selling off my actual inventory, the real inventory, rather than these slabs, which were never entered into inventory. So I don't know exactly how it works out. Here's some other grades. Remember we had the Cardos Gundams, and I was a bit shy about selling them. They graded 10, and I was like, maybe I should... look, these all got 9s and 8s. It's horrible. This one got a 5. This is straight out of the box. It got a 5. 9s and 8s. So remember I got those Gundams, and I priced them at like $1,000. Now I do not feel like I was asking too much because these all got 9s and 8s, and they're also box... that's an 8. So those are all box fresh, and they came out a completely sealed box and all got 9s and 8s. So now I do not feel crazy for asking for so much on those other ones. I tried to grade some Charlie Brown cards. They rejected them. I guess they didn't know where they came from. So next time I'm going to probably send them the empty box for that. We got some Illustration Pikachu, Japanese Aether Drift. See, that's somebody else's. I don't know who that is. Here's some Hanafuda, or maybe it is mine. I don't know. Maybe I bought someone's bag. You guys sell me or trade me your bags back sometimes. Look at this. We got this sexy girl. So she got a nice 10. I don't know if that's mine. It might be. Here's a little... Oh, I sent in a bunch of poker cards, and they don't often offer on the poker cards, but they actually did. Look, offer accepted on Entei. I think they offered like $90 on that. So I actually accepted that offer because I'm just kind of experimenting with this. I've never done any of this before. Offer accepted. I'm sending some of these off to the vault as well. So we got a bunch of those. Look, I accepted an offer on the Suicune as well. Okay. And then here's like some metal cards. Here's a Houndoom. Guess we are just showing this off. All right, here's the Black Bolt Zekrom. It did get a 9. I think someone was anticipating that it would get a 9. I don't remember whose it was. Black Star promo Mewtwo is a 9. We got Metal Mew is an 8. That's sad. Here's another Mew is a 9. This Charizard and this Charizard are 9 and 8. That's sad. But this is great. 151 Venusaur Alt. That's a 10. Awesome. Here's Fusion World. I think that's Beatrice Moniz, maybe? This is an important card. It got a 9. Glory of Team Rocket Mewtwo. That's a bummer. That's a really... You really want that one to get a 10. Here's a new type Rising Unicorn Gundam. Got a 10. That's good. Here's also a Final Fantasy Lightning 10. Here's a Psyduck 9. That's a bummer. I believe this is Tammy's, by the way. So this is a Destined Rivals Misty Psyduck 9. And then this is a Mega Gardevoir 9. That's just too bad. I think this one's mine. I think this is like an old card in my card inventory. Here is Mr. Team Rocket Grunt's Charizard. Let me zoom out a little bit. So this Charizard gets a 9 and a 10. So the non-holo gets a 10. That's good. Then we got a couple of these Pikachus. Whole bunch of those. And then we got a couple of these promo Dittos. And then look, I accepted offers on the 9s on these Umbreons. And this guy's got a 10. All right. So there you go. That's the whole submission. You've seen it digitally now. Well, Tag 9 went to PSA 9. Oh, well. Ah, I see. I knew the Gardevoir is a 9. Rip. Ah, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's the tough reality of card grading. It's much, much harder than it looks to get a 10, especially these days with the standards being so high. But so this is why we really value the breaks. That's what we do that's special over here, guys. We host, like, look, you can buy some of this on eBay if you want, right? You can go buy yourself a box of this on eBay. You could open it here and entertain us all and have some fun times. And if you pull something nice, I can send it off to any of the grading companies for you. But the real reason to open packs over here is for the fun. But we do have unique products. The unique products are the breaks. I feel the breaks really do offer something special. Let's see. So currently the breaks include this vintage Blastoise. We've got this Manga Nami. We've got this really cool Leafeon, actually, with the little swirl. And we've got... I'm going to read your comments in a section here. I need to read your comments. Here's the Samurai Tyranitar. What's the... Is that everything? Wow, I feel like there should be more breaks. It's so weird. See the Mega Break. Oh, we've got the not the Mega Symphonia, the Phantasmal Flames break is up to 5 out of 12. We are. So lots of breaks. I wanted to talk about something that's been improved that I think is going to bring you guys a lot of value that we didn't have before. Pay attention because I know you guys will find this fun or enjoyable. Where'd they go? I don't even see where I put them, actually. What I did was I significantly upgraded the custom boosters. And I think that's going to be the rule all the time from now on. Let's see. I don't know where I put them. Wait, what's this? Oh, those are empty boosters. That's cool. Where did I put them? So here's some that overflow. So this is like an example of the... So I loaded up as many of these as I could with like actual pulls. So from now on, when you buy a custom booster pack, you will receive some actually kind of valuable cards. Like if you pay 40 bucks and pulled these out of here, you could in theory make that money back grading these. That's very similar to opening an actual Pokemon pack. And I said, you know, I was talking to AI about making improvements because that's what Sunday's for, right? I'm supposed to either A, completely relax, or B, improve the channel. So here's your improve. Oh, that's actually really nice. That's from Team Up, that Gyarados is. Beautiful, right? So these boosters now contain real cards. Now, the downside is this means during a break, it takes much longer to service the break. It could take like 30 minutes as we put everyone's cards into their bags. It also means they cost more. There's I have to account for the cost of some of those raw cards. I won't charge very much at all, but it means that maybe a 10-spot break is now an 11-spot break, okay? That's what that means. And, yeah, and it just means also there's more fun. Because the way I'm going to see it, I'm going to have like a separate thing going on in the empty boosters. So like there'll be like a chase pull in there. And I'll think of that separately from the actual break. So this is like an actual booster pack you're buying with its own pulls in it. So that's something new. I'm still working on it. I'm still practicing it, but I want to get that better. And we got rid of the raw shuffles. I cannot find where I put them all. I had this huge bag of them, and that's what I'm supposed to use to load up the breaks. I don't know where I stuck them. They should just be like right over here. Or on the table or something. I imagine they would have just been on the table. All right, well, maybe I would just run into them as we go, but I need them right away because I assume we will have a brake go off in no time at all. We generally do. I can't find the actual brake bag. So there was another change I made. I wanted to show it off. From now on, the chase card is an actual drawing. So I drew a fun little thing on the chase card. And so when you actually pull that chase card, you have the option to just keep the chase card, especially on short breaks. I don't know where I put it. All right, so let me go ahead and move over to servicing some orders, okay? All right, let me read your messages. Did Mr. LaFlame respond? Let me see. LaFlame, he did. Can you show the grades that I received? All right, Mr. LaFlame, you can always rewatch that now. Charizard Hollow got a 9. I'm sad. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. Mr. is completely addicted to AI. It's sort of like saying I use Google a lot, right, to do research. And so that's the new thing. And you're going to hear that a lot probably, and it's probably super annoying, but it's good. It's good stuff, man. It was AI's idea to improve those custom boosters, by the way. It was saying, why don't you make the boosters in the breaks more satisfying so that when someone spends $40 on them, they feel like they're getting $40 of cards, or like it feels like a $40 booster pack. And I was like, duh, that's such a good idea. Why didn't I do that? And I didn't do it because my brain was thinking in different terms. It was thinking in terms of how fast can I service the break? Like how fast can we get this done? It's an idea I'd thought of before. I just never implemented it. Michael Pettiford is first. He's going to, let me hit refresh on this. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Bring back EBT. Beep, boop, bop. Mister will know the robot song. SpongeBob becomes a robot in the future. Where's my EBT? I need crab legs. Oh, my God. All right, Michael Pettiford. I got Topps Chrome MetaZoo, $2. Topps Chrome MetaZoo, $2. And then after that, I have Star Wars Galaxy 1, Topps MetaZoo. So that's 3 Topps MetaZoo and 1 KU SpongeBob. All right, let's start looking for that stuff. So I started moving things around. You need 3 of these, but we only have 2, so we're going to get a box of that. And what did I do with the KU SpongeBob? We found that the other day. Is that in one of these boxes over here? I have been continuing to clean this area up, so now I'm very confused about where everything's at. So that contains all the Yu-Gi-Oh! Yes, I'm very confused where everything went. I think that the SpongeBob is down here. How do you guys like those changes? Do you like them? Give me some feedback. I posted about it in Discord. So 1 Star Wars Galaxy as well. 1 Star Wars Galaxy, which is now kept. Where is it kept? Here it is. All right. I'm just annoyed. I don't know where the bag is full of the custom boosters. Where did I put that? So I got to get a fresh box of MetaZoo. I'll be right back, guys. Mister, I made a DR order a little bit ago. Yup, I'm starting to service everything. All right, give me a second. All right, so here's the MetaZoo, and I'm walking toward this table. Where are the custom packs? I've hidden the custom packs for myself like an idiot. Okay, my God, dude. Imagine having so much stuff, you can easily hide something, like in 2 seconds you can hide it. Did you see my 4th Cash App order? I don't think I did. Hold on. Take another look, Mr. Michael. I do not see a 4th one. Take another look, okay? Actually, I can check the Cash App, the actual app on my phone. Maybe it'll show up in there. Hold on. All right, guys, the craziness begins. I've always described this job kind of like being in a marathon. Here it is. I see it. You got 10 Topps Chrome MetaZoo packs at 8:52 a.m. Crazy. Huh. Did I already click on that one, perhaps? I don't know. So you need a total of 13 then, right? Is it 13? So we got 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Oh, I know what I haven't done. I haven't linked the website to the live chat. I should do that. The website is in the actual description, though. There you are. You should put it all in payments, says CS Man. You are. Very nice. Yeah. Ask AI where they are. It might find them. It's that clever. It might actually find them. It might be like, why don't you use this method for finding them? And I'd be like, oh, wow, I didn't think of that. You ready? Here goes. Now, this table is so dense, you could hide stuff in it. It's crazy. Just trying to think, what would I have done? There's a big fat bag. I feel like it just would have gone on my left, like right over here, and it's just not there. Yeah. Let's snip the bottom here. 2 of the orders were from 9 a.m. 2 I just made recently. There. People have different methods of ordering cards, Mr. CS Man. Isn't that interesting? It is. It is. All right. Different behaviors. I've seen it over the years. Like, how about, remember Brandon would do a thing where he liked to have store credit, and for some reason that was just better for him. You know, he just liked it that way. We are snipping this. All right. Set that there. Get all these out of the way. Any BGS slabs for sale? Boy, I got lots of BGS slabs. We have a BGS return coming in too. All right. Oh, yeah. Job of the butt. That's nice, dude. That's a quality card right there. So I consider this one of the more fun cards to pull out of this set because it's just kind of sexy. Okay. I call it Job of the Butt because you get this girl with their big butt showing. Very nice. Now you got SpongeBob. Let's see what we got out of SpongeBob. We got... Ooh, don't go anywhere. Okay, we'll turn that over like that, actually. So we got SSRIs. We got SpongeBob being cute. We got the little doll. And we got Mr. Krabs. Just want to make sure you received the payment. No problem, man. It appears I did. For some reason, I didn't get the email. So that was why I didn't read the 4th email, because apparently I didn't get that one. We only know PayPal, mister. Done so many deals through PayPal. Just to confirm, mister, did you see my email? Oh, the email. Let me hit refresh. No, I do not have a new email from you either. Did you send it to TheCardconomist, maybe? Oh, you did. You sent it to TheCardconomist. All right, and you just took pictures of Cash App. No problem, man. So we got it all right here. That's going to be 13 packs of MetaZoo. We are. What's up, Mario Albert? Yeah, I received your payments. I actually looked it up in Cash App. There's the Ghost Train. Ghost Train. Soul Train. Win. So in the MetaZoo packs, by the way, these are only $2 a pack. In the MetaZoo packs, printed by Topps Chrome, we're looking for a 1 of 1. That'd be crazy if we pulled any 1 of 1. But other than that, we're also looking for pretty much any Mothman. Mothman's like one of these characters in MetaZoo that seems to sell really well. We are. So we did get a Mothman. Okay, very nice. Hey, mister, I sent you an email yesterday. Did you get it? I sent it to TheCardconomist. It looks like you sent me an email for shipping. That's right. I remember that now. We are. Don't worry. We're going to get to that in a second. That's in the other email. So we're starting with the Cash App email. All right. I believe you wanted to ship. Is that right, Mr. Terry? Here we have a Wallapalooza. And here is Einfield. Here's Ingrid Cold. Wow, it's already 5:44. We spent so much of the start of this stream just doing like the, conversation and then doing the, look at that battles. Talking about, complaining about eBay and then getting over to the return, the PSA return. But honestly, I might place another order. Hell yeah, dude. You can place another order right now if you want. And we can still do the shipping today. We can get the label printed. Now, if the label prints today, though, it won't go out till probably Thursday, just to let you know, okay? We don't ship every single day of the week. So if you order the label today, it goes out Thursday, which is exactly what's going to happen. Here's Silver Cat and Jersey Devil. Hey, it's Cactuar Queen. How's it going, Cactuar Queen? Here's, let's see. Oh. All right, we've got Growth, Killer Clown. Here's Salem's Witches and Snallygaster. Very good. Okay. How are you doing today? I'm all right. You are. Just Monday cramming, basically. Trying to get all my work done. Here's Ben B. I really need an assistant. I can't imagine how much easier my life would be if I just had like one assistant. One good assistant. Or who could do like paperwork and stuff like that. Inventory paperwork. Bro, if I could get somebody to do the card submissions for me, I'd get back tens and tens of hours, whole shifts, Snow Snake. But they'd have to be good enough to do it. That's the only problem. It's like a financial job almost. It is. It's like a knowing what jewels to refine kind of job. Moon-eyed people. Okay. Here we got Bunny Man. That pack had a Genesect in it. I think it did. Okay, we're almost done here, guys. And then we move on to the next order. This one's going to be Terror Bird. Now, see, when I turn it sideways like this, you can tell right away it doesn't have that cryptic camera in it. And then when you see the silver, you know it's not going to have a numbered card because the silver cards are never numbered. All right. Okay. So right there. So we go, boom, okay. But we do look for the Mothman anyways, the non-numbered Mothman, like the one you pulled over there. I think all those are pretty gradable. Okay, what about Alexis? Alexis is really good at shipping. And so that has kind of become her role, is she is the person who does all the shipping. And I have mentioned to her that we have options for her to get more hours, like card encapsulation as well as card grading. I don't know if she's interested in those jobs. She might not have a schedule that fits it. And so I think that probably it would be tempting to hire another person to do some of these other tasks. Now, the problem with that is I don't think I should hire anybody if I'm getting ready to move. I don't want them to set up with the job and, you know, expect a sort of income from me. And then I go, oh, sorry, I'm out of here. You know what I mean? That's not good for them. All right, Michael Pettiford, your box is full, Michael. I'm going to place you, this is a floating bag. I'm going to place it on the left, I suppose. Michael Pettiford. It's these MetaZoo cards, man. They're so cheap, but they take up so much room. She should learn more areas of the business so she can take over. I don't think she's going to do that. I don't think she'll be taking over the business. Now, let's see. Mr. Terry, Harry Terry, he says, hello, my name is Terry. I placed an order, and this is what was in the order. Blah, 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 blah. And then he says, here is my shipping address. So my total was 101. I sent 110, which included the $9 shipping. So I would like my order in the slab I won shipped. No problems. All right, so Terry, you're saying shipping's already paid. And Terry, did you say you wanted to place one more order today? Let me restart my shipping software. Okay, we're firing up the shipping software, guys. First, we're going to close it from last night. Then we're going to open this. Yeah, but I'm going to go place another order. Nice. Very cool, man. How's the Phantasmal pre-order list? It's up to 5 out of 12. We need 7 more people. 7 more people to join the Phantasmal box break. It's a pretty damaging, pretty painful break if you miss. Pretty awesome if you land it. Yeah, it's a scary one. Phantasmal is so overpriced, it's ridiculous. So what is this? This is just a bunch of empty packs then, huh? Huh. So I could load these up too, and they could be like an alternative option for me if I run out of packs. And I'm still wondering where the hell I placed all of those booster packs. Obviously not over here. To have the backup packs, I must have placed the main group of them somewhere. So I'm going to go ahead and print your label right now anyways. I'll just assume that it needs to be a bit heavier for your next order. Still looking around. I have no clue where I put them. Oh, here's this. Look at this. Forgot about this. That's the heartbreak. Ooh, already some people in here in the heartbreak. I'm not writing down how many people are in it, but you might want to join that. That one's going to be popular. And I can't believe I can't find this. Did I put it like in an unusual spot? Maybe I stood up and brought them out of the room. I don't think I would have brought them out of the room. I feel like something I might have done is placed them into a box just to get them out of my way. Wow, can't find them. You have a good Halloween, Troy. Mister, there is a Union Arena Nikke English version coming 11/28. It has exclusive English only action point cards. What exactly? Oh, you're saying the English version of Nikke. I get it. Okay, cool. And you're saying it's got some exclusive cards in it. That's interesting. Union Arena in general has not done super well for me, but Nikke does do well, so I might get that anyways. All right, Terry, so I'll wait for that order to arrive. Let's jump over here. Let's get that label started for you in the meantime. Let's see. Actually, I have a theory where the empty packs went now. I think I know where they could have gone. I was doing a big cleanup of my shelves, and I was taking out a whole bunch of sort of like junk baggies that are just full of cards that need to be placed in the junk packs. And I wonder if it slipped into that. Probably it did. So I know where to go looking for it. We're going to hit copy here and place that in the email. Okay, so it's nice that we got your email, you know, because that allows me to forward you your tracking. Okay, I'm going to grab this. No, I don't want priority mail. This software sucks so much, it's insane. Okay. Oh, wait a second. No. This should say 0. And this should say, how about 12? And then this. Good. And then let's see, it'll update your address as well. Let's see the update for the address. There it is. All right, perfect. Good. All right, now I'm going to hit refresh over here for the PSA. Did the pack bundle go off yet? The pack bundle. Oh, this guy over here. We're up to 2 out of 4. We need 2 more people. 2 more people. That is the pack bundle. You are correct. Okay. And then we've got Mr. CS Man, bundle of DR. I actually just put a fresh bundle over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, no. Okay, so I tell you what, I'll go get you a completely sealed one if you prefer. So we had a sealed bundle in here, and I placed it into this holding box, but I bet you prefer to see it all saran wrapped and everything. Let me go grab it. And let me check this. Let's see. I didn't really see them over there, the empty boosters. All right, there we go. So, yeah, I took a sealed box of the Desks and Rivals and put it into the holding box. I was cleaning up over here. Here we are. Ooh. 30 packs. What's the 180? Yeah, 180 would be for 30 packs. That's correct. So $6 for 1 pack, 180 for 30 packs. Okay, ready? Oh, very nice, very nice. Hey, he got a, Saman, sir. Saman SIR. Yeah. He got a membership. Thank you, Doghouse. Appreciate it. All right. Man, I'm just completely unsure where those empty packs went, and it's driving me nuts. When I find them, I can like relax, because then I'll know they're ready for the first break to go off. Okay, there we go. Okay. Just looking around me still. All right, let's see. Here's Poopy Tar. It's Poopy Tar. I went through those. I went through those hollows you gave me last time, and like 3 cards came out of there that could potentially grade 10 out of that whole stack, and they weren't even good. Meaning that they were like spide ops or something, you know. So you got a nice slab in exchange for those hollows. Here's Shaman. He has tough grading cards, man. Here's Growlithe. Nancy Pelosi, now she's not running for election. She's retiring at the young age of 85. Whew. Well, she had a pretty long run, huh? All right. Here's Shaman, and here's Tarantula. Arboliva. That's interesting to hear, though, you know. You know, all of the politicians we know today, they'll all retire someday, and there'll be a whole new group. That's why I say, you know, the Republican Party is bigger than Donald Trump. He'll be yesterday's news in no time. And then the Republican Party will need to think about its goals and its identity in the future. Here's Shaban and Arboliva. And Trump has to do a good job, or he's going to destroy the Republican Party. All right. Mr. CS Man. If he does a bad job, it will hurt the Republicans for a very long time. And it's very possible for that outcome to occur. Let's grab your bag. You got a Shaman. Shaman's very cute. Aw, so sweet. Let's see. Mr. Benadryl got me failing, guys. Mr. Benadryl, got you sleepy? Let's grab this. All right. Hope you're having a nice day, Mr. Ivan. You can have those hollows. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Maybe there'll be like one more nice card in them. You never know. Okay. I really am super distracted because I don't know where the empty boosters went that I created yesterday, and I really want to be able to show them off, and I cannot. And so let me take 1 second and look through every box here to see if I can find them. Not here, not here. Yeah, not here. Obviously not here. I just don't know what I might have done with them. I don't think they would have gone into any of these boxes for some reason, right? It wouldn't make any sense to do that, except out of some unusual need to store them somewhere. Okay. I'm looking around. And how about over here? What is that, Dragon? Dragon Discovery. Just 100% can't find them. How crazy. What could the explanation be for that? They had to have been carried away or something. I had to have carried them away from the table then, if they're not just sitting over here. Where would I have carried them away to? I feel like the only possibility is I would have carried them over to this shelf where I was storing stuff at. Let's see. Just walking. We got this empty shelf. I feel like this is the best explanation, is they probably went here, right? 1 box, 2 box, 3 box. Let's see. Not in here. 4 box. Not in here. 5 box. Okay. 6. 7, 8. Okay. 9. And 10. Well, now I know they're definitely not over there. Wow. I'm losing it, guys. I'm going crazy. How do you lose? And it's large, too. It's a large bag of items. How do you lose that? Miss Beatrice, can I get a spot in the tag lesbian? Yes. I'm so pumped. My 2 spots turned into that Master Ball Gengar. Woo! Here we are. That was pretty good, huh? Miss Beatrice. Ta-da! Here you go, Beatrice. Oh. Excuse me. That's 2 out of 5. Let's get a rotation. Okay. And this. And maybe we should add one of these and one of these. Here's a pricey Gengar from Legend Maker. That's new. All right, so I know for sure that the bag did not go over to the junk piles. Where else could it have gone? That's a bunch of slabs. Scooby-Dooby. Oh my God, guys. The whole stream is dominated by my brain being frustrated with not knowing where I placed this bag of packs. I found it! Oh my God, it was so well hidden. Let me show you where it was. Let me show you. I'm gonna show you where it was. Look at this. So it was in here like this, but then I had these stacked on top of it like that. Oh, it was literally buried. Whoa, found them. Now I can relax. All right, now we're having a good time. So this is the new chase card, and it's a drawing with my signature on it. That's the new chase card. No longer that ugly C with the little fireworks. It's an actual cute little drawing. It's not a very good drawing. I'm not an artist. But it comes with the signature. And if you pull that, you can either keep it or you can trade it for the chase slab. That's how our breaks are working. And then here are these guys. Classic Mister. Yeah, it was hidden. I was going nuts, man, because my brain's like, it's got to be right next to me, right? It was like a mystery, and my brain wanted to solve it so bad. So these packs now contain a couple of cards. They're a lot more decent. They feel like a real booster pack. This one's a bit cold. Here it is. It'll be a combination of different, like, varieties from colder to hotter. There's a nice Galarian Moltres from 2021. And this will cause our breaks to take much longer to finish. That's pretty cool. But now you're actually pulling cards where, in theory, some of them could grade 10 and be actually worth 40 bucks. I wanted to do that after asking AI how we can make improvements to our channel, and it said, make the actual breaks feel more rewarding when you're opening booster packs as if they were real booster packs. I said, that's a great idea. All right, so now this really ought to go up here. No, it's not going to go up there. I'm going to put it back in that. I'm going to put it back in that empty box. There it goes. All right, but now I know where they're at, so I'm much more relaxed now. You see, my brain was going really crazy with the mystery of where the hell they went. I was like, where could they have gone? So the bag can't just disappear. I knew it was like right next to me, basically. I knew it was right next to me, wherever it was. And that's why I was going crazy, because I knew how close it had to be. It had to be really close. All right. Take these off the table. Too much stuff on the table. Thank you, AI. Yeah. Is it cutting off in and out for anyone else? Alex is saying it's cutting in and out. What, the volume? All right. Cool. Oh, I priced this up last night. You guys are seeing this for the first time. That is Legend Maker Gengar 9 for 500. It's a good card. Graded 9. It's worth a regrade. It's got a white dot. Probably wouldn't regrade it. It is a 9, though. Next up, we got Mr. NHCC wants Into the Heartbreak. You got it. Oops. NHCC. Kind of drew that N wrong. Choppy stream is driving me crazy. Try hitting refresh. Try hitting refresh. I just reset the phone. All right. Bounty, Rocket Split. We're looking for the Heartbreak Break. Here it is. Andy Man's in here. How many people in here? You ready? We got 2 people in here, NHCC and Andy Man. The Heartbreak. It's a big break, but it's a beautiful break. Probably one of the best ones. Refresh works. Okay, just refresh. Just had to reload. Sometimes I wonder if it's just, you know, like YouTube on their side, you know. Gotta wonder sometimes. The Poke Shuffles are loaded up like crazy. Look how fat that box is. Tons of amazing slabs in there. The live customs, I've made a similar change to the live customs, though maybe not as dramatic. But let me show you, like, so this is the second from last. So this will be the hit, and this will contain, okay, check it out. That's got a Magic the Gathering Web Warriors in it. So these packs are cheaper anyways. They're only $20. But now you could potentially pull a card out that could grade and be worth maybe more than $20. So that's a change to the live customs. The earliest live customs won't have that. They'll still have the old style of just a common Pokemon card, which is your pull. But the later ones will have the more advanced pull, the higher quality pull, okay? Okay, so I wanted to announce those changes. I think those changes are a lot of fun, and I hope you guys enjoy them. Mr. Zach, what's up, Zach? He says 6 destined arrivals and shipping. You got it, man? All right, we got... That's prismatic. Oops. Set that back over there. So we're in November. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The food stamps are gone for now, I guess. Actually, I think I heard that they're trying to fund them. I think I heard that they're trying to fund them. Good luck. You ready? Don't pull Mewtwo. CS Man's going to be like, hey. All right. No, anyone can pull Mewtwo. It's first come, first serve. I hope somebody does pull it, in fact. Ready? All right. If you guys haven't thought about doing it, you should donate a little bit of food to the food pantry. Help people out, you know. Ready? What we got? We got a little Misty's Magikarp. That's cute. Here's an Arcanine. Do you have any tag team cards? Tag team cards. I have a case of tag team. I don't know if I have like tag team cards just laying around or anything like that. Snappocalypse. Here's Mudbray. Here's Zapdos. There's like controversy around some of the ideas of Snap benefits. There's people worried about abusers in that system or people who are on it who don't actually need it. Just remember, somewhere out there is somebody who does need it. And so I don't like to hear that somebody might be missing out on what's relatively pretty affordable to help them out with. You know, food doesn't cost that much money. But, you know, I don't have any outrage over it. If the system can be improved so that some people who shouldn't be on it are kicked off of it, that's fine. But also people who really need it, I think it is probably one of the most fundamental welfare systems in a society. There's nothing wrong with helping the needy. We are. All right. I was learning some things about SNAP benefits, and it was interesting. There were some alarming like figures and statistics. Like it does seem like in our country, there may be people sort of like, you know how there's people who target like Target or Walmart for theft, like organized crime. It does seem like it's possible that there's some organized criminal groups that try to take advantage of the welfare systems. But I guess you'll get that in any country. And you just have to have a really smart software and really smart organizers to detect those kind of issues. So, you know, maybe that will, all this attention it's getting, maybe that will increase that. But then there's always a group of people who really needs help. And so, you know, it's almost in their benefit to be able to have a robust system that can detect people who are simply abusing it to make sure people who really need it are actually getting the help that they ought to get. Here's Nidorina. But, you know, so you hear some outrage these days because people are learning the same things I'm learning about some of the struggles with making sure that our systems aren't taken advantage of. Here's Zachary Stex, Mr. Zach. All right, Zach. Here we are. It's a really interesting subject We often delve into subjects like that. We will delve into stuff like finance and politics a little bit because Pokemon cards, they're a little bit like that. Pokemon cards are a little bit like, maybe a little bit like crypto. Maybe they're a little bit like alternative investments, fine art. So sometimes we dip into that subject of the economy, and eventually, if you talk about finances and economy, you talk a little politics too. It always ends up working out that way. Wow, that Gengar is an expensive 9. I think the 10 goes for thousands and thousands of dollars. I think he might be actually a very cheap. He might be a very cheap 9. I looked it up. Less than 100 per person is the tax hit for it. People worked up over the wrong things. Everything is posted on eBay. Mr. Hope stuff is selling for you. Oh, thank you, Mr. Dwight. We sold the Hunter 9. What was it? It was a Hunter 9 vending card. Other than that, actually, no, there have not been a lot of eBay sales. There's been a lot of eBay sales for our slab protectors. Those are very popular, so I get constant eBay sales for that, but the slabs have been slow. So I probably have to go in and maybe do like a 10% off on all of them, try to attract more eyeballs. Let's see. This was the first shutdown where they take snap away using food as a political leverage. Jar Jar emoji. I like how we don't have the Jar Jar emoji. All right, so the price for the label hasn't popped up. Our shipping software is really slow these days. Let me set this to the side. Oh, there it goes. It just popped up. So it takes about 2 minutes for it to pop up, it feels like. Maybe about at least a full 2 minutes, which feels like an eternity in a live stream. Economics is one of the most important things a person should know. We just try to have fun. It's just fun, but, sometimes Pokemon cards, you get a little analytical, too. You do a little bit of both. We do a little bit of both. It's okay to have fun and still talk a little analytical. We are. All right. Australia's having a re-release of Journey Together in January. Oh, really? More Journey Together? That's what I was thinking we need more of. I never say anything that would cause an uproar nor titsy fit in my class. I'm classic fence sitter, says the doghouse. Even if you become a drug dealer, economy is important. We are. Let's see. Well, I've like theories and principles in my brain about what works and how the world runs. Okay, what do we got? We got Mr. Thomas Hogue, 3 packs of the new Nikke. Can you put an empty pack in my bag? So I know that what says the cards come from. Yes, sir, I'll do that for you. Thank you very much for ordering these brand new Nikke cards. This is BT01 Nikke. Okay. These are $3.50 per piece, and I think we've never seen this before. This is going to be in Japanese language, which means I don't know if TAG will grade them, but maybe they will if we ask, but they might not. And then PSA will almost guaranteed grade these. Says, I'm going to be in New York City. Can you tell me your opinion on Mondami? I have all kinds of feelings about Mondami. It's like a whole range of emotions. Like the Democrat Party, when you think about how the parties are working, where would you find a young man like Mondani? Well, you'd find him in the Democrat Party. That part's not a surprise. And so, when you go to vote for people, that's what it's going to be like voting Republican or Democrat. You're going to what? Oh my God! Look at that cheekage, dude. Here we are. Mondami, he's got some ideas that I think simply don't work. If you place all the things aside, I think one of the big issues with Mondami is the fact that New York City famously experienced a so back in the early 2000s, New York suffered that terrorist attack to the towers, and some people claim that it's all fake, the government did it, but I think it's likely real. And the most conspiracy I'll buy into is that maybe people knew about it ahead of time. So that's as far as I go when it comes to conspiracy. And that really shaped American politics in a really strong way. People are very resistant to, maybe like cultures from the Middle East, maybe the religion of Islam, which is very different from our religion over here. And then we went to war in the Middle East for like a decade or longer, 2 decades. So, there's a lot of bad blood. There's a lot of anger and dislike. But, that would have been true on how Americans felt toward like Asia, like Japan. Americans were pretty racist toward the Japanese for a while because we went to war with them. And so, all this time later, America's become even more diverse. There's a lot of Muslims in New York and around the country. And some people still have those tough feelings. So it's hard to see a Muslim guy or maybe a guy who's very friendly toward Islam take power in the state where we had our worst terrorist or most memorable terrorist attack. I think that's very hard for a lot of people. Other than that, I don't really think his race, his religion, or anything like that. It's very surprising. You know, you could just look at him as a normal human being. He's a young man. He seems like he's got sort of like a charismatic personality type, like a profile that would probably fit into being able to succeed politically. So you can understand why he's running and why he's getting voted on, because he's got the right profile for it. You know what I'm saying? We are Thomas Hogue. So set aside all of those sort of cultural, religious stuff to the side. Look at his actual policies. Some of the policies I don't think work. In particular, I don't think price controls work. And I don't think that the government providing a grocery store will work either. So that's just from a policy position. From a policy position, I don't think those will work. Mr. Terry, he says, Mega Symphonia booster box. You got it, man. Oh, right. He said he wanted the empty pack. I'll do you better. I'll get you 2 empty packs. There you go, Mr. Thomas. Very nice. So now you know where they come from. Boop. Okay. Let me go get that Mega Symphonia box. Have a nice day. Thank you for coming in. All right, here we are. Very nice. All right. So there's 2 aspects to that election. The one is people who are still upset over 9/11 and a group of people who don't like Islam at all. They're resistant to him. And then the other side, which would be the side that's more like me, that just looks at the policies and say, I'm not sure if those policies will work. Very nice. Very good. Honestly, if he gets elected, I think all that's going to happen, New York City will just keep running on its own. He'll probably try to implement some of his ideas. The empty pack. Yes, sir. I read that comment now. The city will keep running. I don't even think that much bad stuff would happen. I really don't. I think he will try to implement some of his ideas, and I don't think they would work very well. And then eventually there'll be a new vote for another guy, and he might win again. I don't know, right? I don't think much will change. That's my opinion on it. So whether he wins or someone else wins, I don't think much changes. We are. I think a lot of immigration into places like Texas, Florida, Nevada, Tennessee has been from places like Chicago, Illinois, California, and New York. And you'll probably just kind of continue to see that trend as people head toward places with better tax policy, places that are more friendly to business. And then New York could see maybe a little bit of a decline in tax revenue. I don't know. There we go. All right, ready? That's about it. That would be like a sign that his policies are not super successful, and it would just be some marginal thing. It wouldn't be like a big deal. So I think most of the concern is actually on, more like the optics, more like Republicans are worried that, a Democrat's going to come in and ruin New York. There's a strong feeling like that. Ooh. And then there's, again, a lot of bad blood over what happened in the past. There are people who are very much against Islam as well, so they see him as sort of like on the wrong team. And those things are more cultural than financial to me. From a financial point of view, I just don't think government grocery stores work, and I just don't think price controls on apartments. I don't think that works either. Ooh, graveyard. Hoo-hoo. In fact, I really don't think it works in any case. So when the government starts doing price controls on anything at all, I think it causes problems in the market. There we go. Ooh. We've got, oh, Mr. Terry. Woo! Look at that. What? Wow, Mr. Terry, are you happy you ordered a box today? Wow. Beautiful. We've never pulled that one before. That's our first time pulling that Gardevoir. Congratulations, Terry. Terry, for 40 bucks, I can send this off to PSA for you. Or for 30 bucks, I can send this off to Tag for you if you'd like. We do something called middleman grading. It's very popular. That's where I grade your card for you with PSA or BGS or Tag. Or I can just send it home to you. Any of that's possible. Wow, man. That is so nice. Something for you to think about. If you prefer to grade it yourself, just have me send it home. But that's a card that definitely needs to be graded. I'll send a PSA. Oh, perfect. I'll go ahead and finish putting it in here. Beautiful, man. I hope it gets a 10. Wow. That's crazy. Okay. Hey, what's up, Mr. Brandon? Hey, how's it going, man? So this shall say Terry. Herzik. I swear to God, you guys get all the luck. Okay. That's a TCC tradition for new-time buyers. Doesn't it feel that way? But here's my theory. New guys come in, and they just start testing products and sets that other people aren't playing with. And so, of course, they run into the hit, right? Like, if you've been around a long time, you're not opening as much, maybe. And the new guys come in, and they start opening stuff, start touching stuff no one's touching. And voila, something pops out. Okay, you're doing great, man. So here's your name on the card, and the P represents that it's going to PSA. So that's how I track that. And then, Terry, let me explain exactly how it all works. I don't want you to be confused. It's actually the next PSA submission is due now. So I'm actually working on it. I started it last night. And let's see. So if we go in here, so you'll go into that one. Here it is. So in our Discord server, we have this channel called PSA Submissions. Click on this. So what'll happen is when the next submission shows up, you'll be down here in the new submission. This was the previous submission. Wow, it had 53 cards in it. Wow, that was a big one. Oh, because of CS Min. That's a lot. So the next one will have, it's going to go out like any day now, guys. The next PSA submission is due, and I am working on it. And his will go in there. And then here's another important step, Mr. Terry. The other important step is right here, this link right here. The returns link is me reporting on when the items come back, okay? PSA submission is back for August. BGS submission is back. So we always host a stream when a submission returns. So you will be able to see the outcome of your return from the YouTube live stream. And you can ask questions about it, and we can help you out. And it'll probably take 2 to 3 months, maybe longer, to get the cards back because PSA is very slow. But yeah, it should look fantastic when it's done grading. And that's a good collectible right there. You know, a chase card like that looks so good. It's a good collectible. Meaning whether it goes up or down, I just hold it. Don't worry about the market, whether it's going up or down. You just hold on to that thing. All right. Last sold Gardevoir with $300. Yeah, I had to buy one of those. Just buy one off of eBay and host a break for you. Guys who want to grab that Gardevoir. I feel like we do a better job hosting breaks than opening booster packs these days. And I think that's probably because I've trained you guys to think that way, where I talk about how your odds are better in the breaks than in the actual booster boxes. But it is very fun to naturally pull the Gardevoir too. That's very fun. Could I still get a card submitted into the submission that you're working on? Yes, sir. You still have time. But I would say I'd do it right now. I wouldn't wait anymore. Because when I post it to Discord, the window is closed. It is. So if it's not posted, there's still time. But when I post it, the window is closed. We are. PSA's, their integration with eBay is pretty interesting. Yeah, that's a new thing with PSA. They've got this total integration with eBay. And so that's very fascinating to me. Mister, is there any way I can get all the cards? Are just the hits? Oh, do you mean you want the bulk? Is that what you're asking? You're asking for the bulk? So this is a live stream, and we remove the bulk always. However, you did order shipping today, so I think I can toss in some of that bulk. Let me grab some of that. We just can't go over a certain weight limit because the label's not set up for that. All right, host that Phantasmal Charizard. We are going to do that. Yes, we are going to do that, actually. Wait, did I print the Terry label? That's Zach's label. Oh, did we never actually print the Terry label? Hold on. Oh, I think we were still waiting for that Terry label to register. I forgot about that one. Is that right? Is that what happened? Yeah, okay. So here we can adjust the weight. The heavier it gets, the more expensive the label is. And print. Let's try that. Look at that. It worked right away. Weird. I think that's because it already calculated it one time before. Here's Terry. I can pay more. No, you're all good. So it's a pretty small shipment this time, so it's going to work out fine. We'll set these in here. And we'll just set the bulk in there. And we'll set this here. Can't wait for my Popeyes to get here. Oh, man. I'm living in poverty, Troy. Troy, I might have all these Pokemon cards, but you know what I don't have? There is no Popeyes where I live. So in a certain way, you're wealthier than me just because you're living in a better location than I am. We get no Popeyes. No Popeyes, no KFC, no Raising Cane's, no Chick-fil-A. We have none of that stuff. Here it is. I have a McDonald's and a Taco Bell, and that's it. And I don't like either of those companies. I think their food tastes terrible. Here's Night King. Here's Sweet. It's actually a food desert out here where I live. It's really sad. This is a gym break. It's a 2-person break, and I decided to end these. So these are over. No more gym breaks. There might be one that you can still join that already has somebody in it. This one right here, the Jose Trevino gym break. If you want to finish this one's still available. I made the decision last night. Gym breaks is too many products, so that one's going away. From now on, if I want to sell this as a break, it needs to go into the Poke Shuffle, just like the original idea for those. Here it is. So you will see gym breaks go away. But there's this last one you can get into for fun. He says, can I just get the chase? I'm just going to grade it myself. I got some others I want to set too. Oh, yeah, I can do that too. All right, so you're reversing your decision on PSA submitting through me. That's too bad. We would have loved to have seen how it graded, but that's all right. Let me go ahead and grab this top loader for you. Actually, I like the side loaders a lot. So did you guys ever consider this? It's actually much harder for a card to fall out of a side loader than it is for a card to fall out of a top loader. It is. Yeah, because cards, a card would have to sit on its side, and it would have to wiggle so much for it to fall out of the side. It doesn't work that well. Now, top loaders, on the other hand, the box would just have to be upside down, the shipping box, and for some reason, cards fall right out of top loaders. Yeah, I like side loaders. It was something I did not have an opinion on before, but over time, I've developed an opinion on it. I like the side loaders better. It's like there's more surface or something that has to agree. And then even if it falls out sideways, it doesn't expose the edge of the card, right? Like one of the problems with the top loader, the top edge is exposed unless you tape it shut or you put the card in upside down. So, but with the side loader, it just doesn't fall out as easily. And yes, it's an interesting thing. It's like it harder for it to fall out sideways. There we go. All right, so I've gone ahead. I placed your bulk in the bag. I placed your Gardevoir in the bag. And by the way, Terry, you can still open another thing. So we can still add something to this bag. If you want to open another box, if you want to open another pack, totally possible to do that, okay? So if you check around the menu or see a slab you want, go ahead and send for it, okay? That will be totally fine. All right, now we got Mr. Ivan sent me an email. He says he wants a nice little electrode. Cool. And I'm guessing I might have received a payment for that. Let's just see what happens here. 628. Click on this. What's the bounty this month? Great question. We do have a fresh November bounty. It's this beautiful Poker Charizard from the yellow deck. His value is around $250. This. I really shouldn't, but I'm going to go look. Oh, Terry, you get in the bounty now too. Did you know that? So Terry Herzig. He just pulled a chase card. Do you know what that means, everybody? He goes into this bounty. Now he has a chance to pull the bounty. Who's in here so far for November? We're on November 3rd already. And so far, we've got Terry, CS Man, Nathan Gordon, and this was a giveaway bounty spot. There we go. That was a giveaway spot because we hit 100 viewers or something like that. I don't remember what the rule is. Just a giveaway. You don't have to buy anything to get into that giveaway. Here's Ivan Rodriguez slab on email and shipping. All right, let me take a quick look. So you want the electrode, and the question is, where is he? Is he in Discord then? Electrode's an E, so he's going to be in the A box. Yeah, you're in the bounty now. How cool is that? You guys got to keep reminding me of the bounty because I'll forget. Okay, let's see. We're going to go over to the All Slabs channel and start looking for Electro. Oh, he's right there. He's right at the top. He should be easy to find then. So we're going to say electrode sold. Ah, yeah. And by the way, I think you were talking about potentially sending in some cards, some raw ungraded cards to me. I'm still totally open-minded to that. There it is. So this is Ivan Rodriguez. Ivan, did you want all your slabs or did you want your bag as well? Gabe, the Pokemon guy, he might be sleeping actually. He usually just, he usually just has me, Mr. Lawn Mowing flipping is amazing. Yeah, I remember doing that when I was young as well. It's going out Thursday. Oh, nice. All right, so let me go ahead and type in Ivan Rodriguez, which we have shipped to you a number of times. All right. We're going to increase the weight on this, make sure we have enough weight. And I'll place this over here. There should be 2 more before this as well, my mom sent. Oh, okay, hold on. Give me a second. So 2 more. You mean for today, huh? 2 more before this. I don't know if I received that today. Let me just see. I don't think so. I think just the electrode. Let me log in real fast. How are you guys doing? Any good hits? Says Gabe the Pokemon guy. Yeah, we had a really good hit like a second ago, man. You missed it. We had an exciting hit. Who won the last bounty? Man, I can't remember the name of the guy anymore. Does anyone remember who got the last bounty? It's pretty nice getting that bounty, man. It's a huge bonus. Here we are. Let's see. It was sent yesterday. Okay, let me type in Ivan to make sure that we got everything. So you said it's from yesterday, from Sunday. So this one says, I received an order on 11/2/2025. 2 slabs, King and Star, $100. King and Star. King and Star. Kingdra, maybe? And then Star could be Star Me or Star You. Here's a Kingdra. Star, huh? Oh, very nice. Is that right? It was in the emails. Oh, I might have missed that. Hold on, let me see. So I get a lot of emails. It gets really confusing. Hold on. Oh, I don't know if I ever saw it. I never clicked on it. That's what happened. Sometimes I don't click on it because I'm trying to keep it unread. Wait a second. I don't see it. Let's see. What's this? There's a Parasect. Oh, that was you helping me out, telling me that Tai Hua had sold that back to me. Let's see. Are these the correct 2 cards? These were 85. So I feel like something's not right here. Maybe it was a different King card. Let's see. November 2nd. There's a Kangaskhan. There's a Starmie. Ah, it was Kangaskhan and Starmie, maybe? Maybe it was Kangaskhan. I bet you it was Kangaskhan. Okay. Got it. So it was Kangaskhan and Starmie. Very nice cards, by the way. So I believe that's what it was. You could see how I could confuse Kingdra and King. But Kangaskhan sounds like King as well, doesn't it? So this only adds up to $84. So you should have 16 left because she sent 100. Let's see. Okay. All right, so if these are correct, and I suspect they are, that means you should have $16 remaining. Here you go, Ivan. Okay, 16. At what point is it best to quit your day job and take on your side hustle as your full-time? Oh, you know, I took a rather big risk when I was a young man, when I was 29 or something, and it was at the beginning of the TheCardconomist channel. That's my other YouTube, guys. I was only making $5 a day on that channel, and I wasn't making any money. And I had received a phone call from Tech Systems, and they said, we have a new contract job for you. And it was going to be coding. And it was going to be like an entry-level software engineer job, like maybe a more permanent job. And I literally turned them down. I said, you know what? Pass. And I told them it's because I'm going to work on my YouTube channel. And the guy on the phone even said, are you sure? So I guess I took a really big risk when I decided not to pursue computer science, which I just gotten my degree in, and I decided instead to pursue YouTube. It was a huge, huge risk, and it just worked. But, you know, I want to say this. I didn't take that risk feeling like, oh, I don't know if this is going to work out. There was this part of my brain that always knew I was really good at talking a lot. I knew there was this part about me, this thing about me where I was like in the top 10% of yappers. Like anyone I ever met, I always out-talked them. And so I said, YouTube might be for me. So it wasn't an accident. I knew I was a big talker. And I said, YouTube's kind of a place where you get paid to talk a lot. And so that was part of it, right? So if you know you have this natural inclination to do something, like you're really good at coding, you just code a ton, like, bro, just go get a computer science job. You're going to be so rich. If you have a natural inclination to work with your hands and you like tools, go get a job in construction. You know, so kind of, it's a really good idea to understand what it is that you do better than other people. Oh, there's that Michael Pettiford order. I was wondering why that was so hard to see. So weird. All right, so that was found out. Very nice. Mr. Colston back. My side hustle brings in double what my mortgage is a month. 29 is young. Maybe. Not really. It's the poker card you put to the side. Poker card you put to the side, says Mr. Ivan. Let's see. There's a poker card that I put to the side. Oh, did I put a poker card to the side for you? So where would I don't know where that would be now. If I put a poker card to the side for you, I don't know where that is anymore. Can you tell me more about that poker card, maybe? Wait, maybe it would be up here on the table. Aha! Here we are. This Bulbasaur? Okay, so you said this $16 for the Bulbasaur. Is that what you're saying? I don't know if that's what you're saying, but you can have it. Here you go. Ivan Rodriguez. You got it. Okay. I'd make a great bum, but I'm an okay working Joe. What? There you go. Well, I feel everybody's got something about them that is unique to them. You know, everyone's got a set of skills or something you do better than other people, and it could be very simple, right? Like if you think about humans over time, humans didn't do a lot of things. Like in the past, humans did farming, hunting. You know, it wasn't that complex. So you might actually, and you might not be aware of it, but you might actually love farming and just, you've never tried it before. So you never know. You might really enjoy hunting, you know, just going out in the woods and like tracking down a deer and killing it and dragging its dead body back or some shit like that. And you've never tried it. So you just don't know. You're like, no, not me. But it could turn out you love like hunting animals and selling their furs and stuff like that. These are things that no one does anymore. So probably a lot of people are stuck doing a job like Starbucks or something like that, and you're not meant to be doing Starbucks. Maybe you're meant to be in the military. Have you thought about that? Some jobs, some people, some men, they're like, they might really excel in the military, but they're too scared to go out and try it. Like it's meant for you. And instead, you got a job at Walmart, and you do like, you put Campbell's soup on the store shelf, and that job's about to go away anyways. Robot's going to do that any day now. You got to go find something that you're meant to do, you know, something that really suits you. And a great question to always ask, what do I do better than other people? What do I seem to do in general better than the people around me? What was I known for growing up? Maybe you're the class clown. Maybe you're meant to go do writing and comedy. Maybe you're super high energy, super creative. Maybe you're meant to go write music, you know? Maybe you're very aesthetic. Maybe you like interior decorating. Maybe you're super hot. Maybe you should go be like a model or like a thirst trap on Instagram. I don't know. But yeah, everyone's meant to do something, and you've got something that you're best at. And so your job is to kind of figure out, what am I best at, and then go work that angle, you know, go make money on that. Let's see. My side hustle brings in double. I'd make a great bum. Farming simulator games are so fun. Well, yeah, I mean, if some people go play Minecraft and they discover they love design, maybe they like mining, maybe, you know, that's a real job. Working in extracting rare earth minerals is a real job. Oil refinery, that's a real job. And they pay like crazy good amounts of money. But so many young men across the country do not think I should get myself on an oil rig. They just don't think that way. And if you allowed yourself to think that way, you just set yourself up to be a millionaire, compared to maybe like a guy who just becomes a middle manager somewhere, and his job, his total possible income is kind of capped. Like, he can't go much higher than where he's at. So you got to expand what you're willing to take a risk on, and you got to be open-minded to moving around to get rich. Like, you got to be willing to move. Well, guys, it's 6:41. We don't have any new orders in the queue. Why do I feel like after that big Gardevoir was pulled, it took the wind out of the sails of some other people, you know? People see that Gardevoir come out and they go, well, that's it. Let me go ahead and put a first-time card here. You ready? So how about the next first-time card is, what can we get? You know, I got rid of all the junk bags are gone now. And that's where I would pull a card from. I'd have this big pile of cards. Where can I get a card like that from? Ooh, maybe back here. Hold on. Oil rig can make bank. Someone else jump in that pack split. Okay, let's see what's in here. Oh, this is all just Dragon Ball. Nah, never mind. These are super expired. Powerline electrical work is popping off, and it pays big bucks. Powerline sewer worker, trash garbage guy. Think about the jobs that AI can't quickly do because it requires like dexterity and agility. You have to like physically be there. Those jobs are protected for the next 20 years. And if you pick a high income one, like, I don't know, literally like plumber, you could just get a nice job being Mario, and, you know, there could be some serious money involved in that. And then you just work your job and optimize how you spend your money to maximize, you know, return on that money, and then go enjoy life. Like, I'm not going to make $10 million a day doing this. I know the amount of money I'm going to make is pretty much set at a certain amount. So I'm anticipating spending that amount and not spending more, and knowing I have like a limit on how much I can spend in my lifetime. So I got to make the smartest moves in the next, if I'm 36 now, you know, I got 14 years left before I'm 50. So I got to enjoy my 40s, I guess. And I got to think about how to spend my money while still preparing for retirement properly. First time order, you get this beautiful You get this beautiful Luigi card. Luigi time. I tried to self-teach myself how to computer program, but I stopped because it was so boring. Yeah, people who can do computer science are very special. That is for sure. I've met them in college. I don't do computer programming, and maybe I would have been really good at it. I think I would have. Yeah, actually, I'm a pretty big weirdo myself, actually. Yeah. You ever listen to me live and you can tell I'm kind of weird? You know, maybe there's a bit of jitteriness to me, or maybe there's a sort of like absurd amount of focus on, you know, like my brain can't let go of something. That is, it's almost like autism. That is some of the clear signs. And so I met a lot of computer programmers in college, and they're worse than me. Like, I'm actually one of the more normal ones. So if you compare me, you would find I'm a lot more sociable, actually. So I had a social skill. But a lot of those computer scientists, like, if you touched their skin, it would like melt or something. Like they'd pop like a balloon. So that's how sensitive they are. And yeah, it's oh, Mark Simon. Is it Mark Simon? Mark Simon. What's up, Mark? He's ordering 10 pokey shuffles. Are you ready, Mark? Oh, shoot. I didn't know that law before is okay. Terry should have done 10, get one free. If you want, Terry, if you wish, you can order 6 more and I'll still count it as 10. So think that over for a second. We're taking care of Mark right now, okay? Yeah, I could have gotten autistic, but I dodged it. Isn't that one joke that one guy says? Yeah, it brushed me. All right, here goes. Mark. 1, 2, 3. These are very popular pokey shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, those are your cards. What do you pull? Oldest slab break. Nice, man. Okay, so your pull is something called the oldest slab break. It's a $40 value. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just 8. The oldest slab break, what's that going to be? Does anyone know? The Gengar actually went off. So the oldest slab break, let's see. I think the oldest slab break is actually this bad boy over here that still needs to go off. All right, so it's this right here. This is a graded base set booster pack. It's actually a highly desirable collectible. People didn't like this old style where the packs were folded over. However, did you know you can actually send this off to PSA and have it upgraded to the new tall style and it will maintain its grade of 10? So I recommend doing that with your pull. And, oh, right, this needs to go back in the box. I recommend doing that. And we're going to go ahead and put you in here. So you're spot number 11, Mr. Mark. Good luck in there. That's the booster pack break. Am I in that? We can take a look and see who's in it. I think you are. The booster pack break, BPB. All right, here's who's in the BPB. Blake, Martin, Sean Gallagher, Beatrice, Blake, Ryan, Jose Arredondo, Blake. Whoa. Blake's got a lot of spots in there. You are not in there, Mr. NHCC. I'm sorry. I thought you were. But you, in fact, are not. So we're going to say 11 on this one. There it is. So 11 out of 25. That is the oldest break now. With PSA returns, how do we peep the grade to know if PSA made an offer? I kind of showed off the grades at the beginning of this stream. I guess you would just have to ask me or something. Maybe I should start posting the full digital return so that you can see it. Team Rocket Grunt, let's see. Can I sell you my Mega Gengar spot? So you want to sell it back. I don't know if I can do that. How much are you offering on it? If I posted your Mega Gengar spot on commission, what would it be? Let's see what it would be. Are you still here, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt? It would be $292. So I can offer you $292 for it in cash. Is he still here? He might not be here. Let me respond to him on PayPal. In general, we don't buy those spots back. That's generally how it is. Because we don't want them to just be seen as sort of like, you know, more like a pure lottery. You see what I'm saying? That works for me. All right. Okay, so I'm going to send you $292. Please wait while we perform a security check. What the? PayPal's performing a security check? That's crazy. All right. Yeah, that's one of the things that sort of sets our breaks apart from being like an actual lottery. It's you can't, like, let's say there's like a $400 item. You can't pull the $400 item and then get like $390 of cash, you know? All right. So we'll treat this like we're selling it for you on commission. Team Rocket Grunt. Okay. I hope this is the right account. Oh, it only allows me to do goods and service. That's too bad. Okay, and send. That explains why you have a nickname. It's a business, huh? There it is. Where's the Gengar? I don't even know where we're keeping him right now. He's somewhere. Is the Mega up on the table? He's not up on the table. Where's the Mega? Where did that Mega sneak off to? He's sitting somewhere. Well, let's see. Things are getting out of hand with these slabs, man. We actually have way too many slabs. That's the mango. Mister, you have any tag team full art trainers? Thanks for the question. No, we don't have any. That's a really specific card type, and I don't have any right now. All right. Kevin Vu, Team Rocket Grunt. There you have it. That's too bad. I like to see him progress. This is going to say up to 4 now. Now, see, if everyone wanted to sell that back, that would be a real problem. So I think we'll just do that for you one time because you're a special customer, but no more. Okay, guys? Rest of those got to go through. All right. Mr. Terry, 4 Pokey Shuffles. Terry, you shouldn't have. Terry, it's your turn. Mr. Terry. Okay. Let's grab this. Ready? We got 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if Terry gets even luckier. You ready, Terry? Ah, not this time. Sorry, Terry. 4 cold ones coming out of the shuffles. So that's your pull, actually, are these Pokemon cards here. And we can even put these in your bag. Some people just donate them back. Like, if I know you're somebody who tends to donate it back, I tend to just do it automatically. Wait, where'd I put your bag? What? Terry Herzog's bag. Oh, that's Michael Pettiford. Why is it not sitting with the other bags? Oh, there it is. I just couldn't see it. It's right there. All right, there we go. Was that fun? You can actually pull a card out of that box worth $100. So that's the top pull. Tends to be $100. Although we recently had a $120 item in there. That was pretty cool. Okay. Those are very popular, by the way, Mr. Terry. A lot of people order that. Okay. So here's Miss Acerola. Here's the Gyarados. Here is Lapras. Oh, look at that. 40, 25, 140. I feel like the Acerola could be sent off to PSA for grading, or for, not to PSA, to eBay. It could go straight to eBay. So is it really, I need to test if I can send a tag slab to PSA Vault. I need to test that. I currently have none of these. Let's go ahead and take a picture. I want to know how fast and accurate it is to send like a tag 9 to the PSA Vault. Because if it's super fast and super accurate, and then you just hit a few beep, boop, beep, boop. You just hit a few buttons and it's listed. That might be the way to do it from then on. All right. There you go. How's the Nami manga looking? Great question, Mr. Whipple. Let me put this behind me. The Nami manga, I don't think it's changed a bunch. It's sitting at 9. Probably all the people that were super interested in it have gotten one spot. If you wanted to move faster, bring a friend in who loves One Piece. Bring a friend in and let them know about that break, and then you'll help it move faster that way, if you think about it. Now, did I still have slabs to price? I am surrounded by slabs. I did. Oh, and by the way, this is the new set. For anyone who just came in, this is the new Nikke set. This is BT01, $3.50 per pack. And it's got Nikke cards in it that you've never seen before. And they're very naughty. And they're in Japanese, not Korean. This is a Japanese product, so even better. Okay, so take a look into those if you wish, or order some if you wish. We have some more slabs. We got a little Reshiram 10. He's pretty cute. Yeah, I wonder how easy it is to ship stuff to the to the PSA vault and have them sell it. Here is Poobs-a-Chew. And do they reject some slab types, I wonder? Like, what if I have a really big slab? Will they reject that? What if I have a... I assume you can't send in like a booster pack or a booster box. I assume it has to be a slab. How many more for 100K? We're getting real close, guys. We're getting real close to 100K. Okay, there's that Slowpoke. So Pikachu and Slowpoke not getting 10s, huh? That's okay. Slowpoke, 20 bucks. Pikachu, we better take a look at the Pikachu. He's an unusually expensive card, so we better take a quick look into him. We're going to say 8 Pikachu Japanese fossil. I'm a-looking. Wow. Why is like the search system on eBay so useless? Like, I'm looking for a Pikachu Japanese fossil card. Oh, I typed in fossil. That's why. It's my fault. User error. God, I'm dumb, dude. I'm like criticizing. Okay, so this will be about $27. Perfect. Derp. 20. Let's make it 25. There it is. So he's 25. This is Reshiram from Journey Together, and I honestly don't think it's super expensive. I just graded this for fun, literally. So there's a little Journey Together Reshiram for just $25, but it's a PSA 10. Nice. Or a tag 10. Nice. And then let's grab a couple more. Okay, you guys are in the portion of the stream where we're pricing up slabs. So what is this? This is from 2018. Wow. This is 7 years old. This is legitimately really old. Super Burst Impact. And then this one's very recent, but it's in English. Oh. I think this one should be listed immediately onto eBay. So if you're curious about this Dialga, I'm probably going to ask, I don't know, 65 bucks on it. Okay, let's see. Take some pictures on this. Oops, there's a little reflection there. There we go. Wow, these slabs look so good when you take a picture of them. They legit look insanely good. Okay. Good. So I'm not even going to wait to see if you guys want this. This is just going to go straight over to eBay. Oh, yeah, and I've still got that stupid problem with eBay to solve where they're rejecting my taxes. They're rejecting my tax information because they wanted to, like, verify my business or something, and so I sent them my tax information because they asked for it, and then they said, no, this won't do. And then you look for the files they want your tax return, and that's exactly what I sent them, so I don't get it. Stressful. Litleo. Let's find out what he goes for. About to have cards all over the place for a couple of hours, says Mr. Whipple. He's about to have cards all over the place. I think that Reshiram is worth over $200. What? No, he's not. What? This guy over here, $200. Nah, he's just a normal EX card. He's not super rare like that. Nah. If you like the price though, go ahead and pick him up. I priced him low for you to just enjoy. That's it. I'm sure he's worth more than that. I'm sure he's worth more like $45. That would be my bet. All right, so there are none of these Litleos for sale. I'm going to say auction. What's today? Today's a Monday. Maybe auction's not a good idea. Shoot, man, I don't know. So Mega Symphonia illustration rare. PSA 10. Mega, wait, not Mega Symphonia. Mega base set. PSA 10 Mega Evolutions. Let's go to sold, maybe. I'm saving cash. So Not a lot of information here. Is this sorted by highest? No, this is sorted by ended recent. Boy, it's hard to tell what this should sell for because there's not a lot of it graded. Just the big expensive cards are graded. The Bulbasaur went for 285. Wow. I guess this card should sell in auction or something. I don't know. This is kind of time sensitive, this card. Why don't I just list it right now in auction? Let's see what happens, guys. We'll call it tag 10. Let's see what happens. I haven't done this in a long time. Litleo Mega Evolutions base set. His number is number 139. Number 139. And we're going to say Pokemon. All right. Okay. We're going to do a live listing here. 1, 2. So we got the pictures. And condition is going to say yes. There it is, tag. Grade 10. Okay, condition, item specifics, description. We'll use the AI description. Okay, we'll say done. Pricing. So we're going to actually auction this one. So weird. Auction. Done. Shipping. That's fine. List your item. Wow. So he's going into auction. I don't really use auctions that much. But, the reason we're using auction here is we actually got this card graded so quickly through tag grading that there's no other Litleos for sale. Like, there's none. So we have this tag 10 ready to go, and there's no other examples of him for sale. So I have nothing to base his price off of, and I'm very confused about what he's worth because there's no, sales data. So I could vastly underprice him just based off of the demand on the table not being the same as the demand on eBay. So we'll go ahead and set this back here now. So that guy will be sold in 7 days, I guess. Oh, wait a second. It says unable to open draft. Hold on, is it still in drafts? What does it want? Does it say what it's missing? Maybe under category? All right. Please provide pricing. Ah. So the starting bid will be 1 penny. Is that it? That's probably it. I didn't know you had to do that. All right, let's try that again. There it goes. Your listing is live. All right. So you can go bid on that now if you know how to get to my eBay account. And now we have an order from Mr. NHCC. Why don't you host a guess the final price here? Guess the final price. Here's NHCC. How many spots in the Nami Mommy I got? Here's another. Here's a spot going into the Nami Mommy for NHCC. Thank you, Mr. NHCC. Good. And we'll grab this. Let's see, Nami. Okay, let's see. Joshua Whipple, Nicholas, Mike Side, Whipple, David, Sarah, NHCC, and Carlos Sura. So you are, you've got 2 spots in here, and they're both psychic, which means your odds are higher. Psychic cards. Spam calls. Why don't you host a guess the final price? You can actually go over to my eBay account and bid on that item if it was something that you were interested in. And you can place a low bid and see if maybe you win it. I mean, after all, it is a tag slab, not a PSA slab. So it could be the case that if somebody searches PSA 10 Litleo, people won't see my Litleo because it's a tag Litleo. So I don't know exactly how eBay works, but they might require you to type in tag. All right, cool. But that's like the first auction on my eBay account in a long time. And it's definitely a special, it's like a special situation where it's a card where it almost seems like it would be better in auction. All right, cool. Nami's up to 10 out of 18. Thank you so much, Mr. NHCC. Appreciate it. All right, guys. Well, it is 7:04. Most people filter by all tens. Yeah, exactly. You can do that. There's multiple ways to do that. Like you can just search 10 lit Leo, or you can. I think you have to use quotes or what do they call those? I can't remember the bars or whatever. One of those allows you to search under several names. All right, guys. I'm gonna hop off now, and I'll see you tonight for the late night stream. What's going to happen in the late night stream? Probably there's a chance some of these breaks go off. Like, for example, the jumbo could go off. I also think that this lightning break could go off because there's only 3 spots left in this, and it's a very lovely Leafeon. We still have a stack of cards left to price up on the table, so there's plenty of those to work on. And yeah, we have a dizzying amount of slabs, actually. So that's probably the biggest thing. We have our new Nikke set. Almost no one opened it. So it's still relatively unknown. No one knows about this set. But I'm confident that it's very... Oh, see, this is the Korean one, also made by Nivel Arena. Oh, see, that's BT03. I get it now. So if we're opening up BT01, whatever's going on, this has become available in Japan now. That's what's going on. So probably it's going to go through all the sets again. So we've never seen these before. And I guarantee you they're probably sexy as hell. But somebody has to open them for us to know. Maybe I'll open up a box for, maybe I'll do like a whole box. I haven't made one of those in a long time. But maybe I'll make one of those for the Nikke set and see what happens. And but anyways, I'm going to hop off now. I'm going to have dinner. I'm going to hang out with Karis. I hope you guys have a great night. I'll see you in the late night stream. See you later, everybody.